New setup. Isn't this cool? It's so spacious. I can even put my feet up, which I'm not going to show you. You might be asking yourself, what did you get in this package that was so important that you had to show it off in the intro? Well, I hope this mic doesn't pick up all the loud crackly noises. Let me show you. I got a harmonica, but not just any harmonica. This is a chromatic harmonica, which means that it doesn't go from... It doesn't basically play through the C scale. This is diatonic, or no, this is chromatic. It's hot. Since last episode, when I was so cold, now it's super hot in my room. There's a heat wave going on, and it's 85 degrees in my room. Anyway, this is chromatic, and this is diatonic, which means that you can just go straight up the scale. I actually don't know what the word means, but you can just play it as normal. You can't go in the in-betweens. Like when you're playing with a piano, and you can hit the black keys to get the sharp or flat notes. You can't do that on this. The most you can do is probably bend it, but you can't really get that far on this. You can bend it like something like that. I've always wanted to try the harmonica, the chromatic harmonic. I've always wanted to try the harmonic Oh my god! I've always wanted to try the chromatic harmonica myself because I'm a Stevie Wonder fan. Right back there. It's my first time opening it. I might as well open it with you guys. If I can figure out how to open this. Is it a push down? Or is it a slide? There we go. Look at that. Wow, that thing is massive. Wow. Oh, this feels like a quality instrument. Look at that, it's massive. Compared to the diatonic, look at the size difference. Wowie. So, I might have a bit of a cheat code because I know my way around the piano. I've been studying it for 14 years. So maybe I will have an easier time with this, or maybe I won't. Maybe I'll fail with this horribly, but in the end, I'll have fun. Because regardless of how this video goes, I'm going to be playing this for the rest of my life. This wasn't a one-off like the kendama, even though I still do that occasionally. Right, the challenge. Let's get on with the challenge. I'm not in my setup. I'm in Colorado. This is so awkward. I'm filming in public. Not like any new instrument, you're not going to get it on your first try. For me, I knew that it would take time and that picking up the harmonica would be very difficult. But, holy I did not anticipate it being this difficult. Even though it felt like it wasn't needed, I felt like I needed to specifically figure out the embouchure of the harmonica. Granted, I did have some experience playing through a rented trumpet, and felt not only sore from the sides of my mouth for the next 7 days, but I was also frustrated that playing something competent on the trumpet would take a lot longer than the allocated time that I was given to rent it. I was gonna have a whole bit where I jump around and over this. I don't think I want to do that. Sorry, Kim Weeks. While playing it, I completely forgot the amount of spit that accumulates on this thing. It might be too gross if I go into it, so if you're eating, maybe don't watch this video. Or go to another one and then come back.
On the right, lick your lips, relax them, and place the harmonica in your mouth, like this. Okay, don't.
But I've had other harmonicas in the past, some that are not this, and they accumulate spit like it's their full-time job. Pieces of spit and spite
and whatever's on your mouth is just going to accumulate on this thing. No matter how many careful wet wipes you use or how many antibacterial liquids you have and run through this, it's never going to come off. These little white spit pieces are going to stay there and forever remind you that you didn't do a good job of cleaning it. Taking advantage of these beautiful shots and then blocking it with me. It looks like a green screen, doesn't it? I did read somewhere that maintenance is important for the harmonica. And that over time, moisture will damage the instrument. But I haven't gotten to that point yet. Maybe in the year 2030, when the wooden reed inside of this thing snaps off and I inhale it. Maybe only then will I learn of the consequences of my actions.
The reason why is that you want to keep your lips and your jaw relaxed.
For this instrument, I had to take all of my past experience and throw it away. We would be starting from the basics. Every mouth movement, every hand position, every... This? Stop doing that, man. Stop it. Stop. I knew that once I got the basics down and I could cleanly play individual notes in a row, I could later expand on that to bends and triplet mouth sounds. I could do this in 7 days. Yeah, that's feasible. It wasn't. I literally moved the camera 90 degrees to the left. As long as I have an understanding of what I'm doing, I should be able to improve on it starting the next day. There's a guy right behind me, isn't he? I went into the basics that I should learn, as I knew that it would be, at the very least, a little bit more competent sounding for the next day. I remember trying to find the right position to hold your mouth towards the harmonica mouth holes, and so many different sources told me so many different things. One source told me to position it so that it touches the inside of the top of my lip, and then others just told me to straight up push it towards the sky, but in comparison to other players, it just didn't sound right. I found the naked mole rat. It's naked and moley. What was I doing? Yeah, the script. Look at me standing here like I'm in the middle of a presentation. I also learned about tongue blocking.
Together. And what that's going to do is the lower lip is actually going to block a couple of...
And I haven't developed it yet. And that's going to be a hard one for me to develop because I'm admittedly a little germophobic. But when handling literal instruments where 40% of the experience involves spit, a part of your integrity has to be defenestrated. In the end, it primarily comes down to what gives you the sound you want and what feels the most comfortable. And thankfully, I did manage to find a playing position that was comfortable for me. What is that? What's moving? Now, it may not be correct, and it's possible that later on the consequences will be put onto me, but for now, it seems to work. I think. I can play individual notes now, which I couldn't before. I'm learning. I could have taken the time to finagle and figure out the individual notes. But I made it a goal of mine that by the end of this video, I would be able to, at the very least, be able to play Stevie Wonder's Isn't She Lovely on harmonica and Easygoing Evening. Since those were two songs whose harmonica parts I knew so well, I thought that it was an okay goal to strive for. I will say, even after this video, I can say that I improved a fair bit just by playing. I still play those songs regularly, yeah. Man, I hope my battery lasts long enough. I don't know if it will. I can't believe we're nearly halfway through the video and I never talked about how to play the thing. Silly me. Look at this view. This view is gorgeous. If I were to die right here, I'd be perfectly fine. What's all these gnats? Jesus Christ.
Okay, chromatic harmonica.
Please don't drop it. It's a wind instrument. As the name suggests, it has the ability to go across the octaves chromatically, which means either one half note up or one half note down. Now this differs from a traditional or a diatonic harmonica, bam, which utilizes the diatonic scale. When you inhale or exhale, you play a different note. Each inhale and exhale on each individual hole is a whole step up or down. For example, if you were to play a C note, that would be done by exhaling. If you inhale on the same note, you play a D note. This is the standard rule for all other holes except for the 4th, the 8th, and the 12th hole. These 3 holes have you playing the lower note, B, by inhaling, and then exhaling, oh my god, and then exhaling to play C. After that, jumping to the next hole, also play C by exhaling. It sounds doubled because I'm doubling them. It gets a little tricky at first, but it should be manageable after a little bit of practice. I always compare it to a piano, in which there is no key gap between the E and the F holes, and the B and the C keys. Except on a harmonica, much like a guitar, there are little to no visual cues. So you have to navigate your way through the harmonica with your mouth. God, I hope this shot was worth it. I hope you can see me. Day 4, I found myself slowed down a little bit. I did attempt to play alongside an instrumental cover of Stevie Wonder's Easygoing Evening. Nothing else eventful happened that day. I just tried to play through the song without the music, trying my best to hit the individual notes, which admittedly took a lot longer than I had projected it to take. Also, I keep forgetting, but a lot of spit accumulates on the harmonica. That might be why harmonica players might advise you to not share instruments. Or any wind instrument for that matter. This is disgusting. What am I doing? I'm spitting on my harmonica. Excessively. Because it's unsanitary. And it's a little gross. It's like an animal marking its own territory. Or when a waiter spits in your food. Because I'm still gonna eat it regardless. Because I know you'd like it. But me? I kinda like it. It's like making it my own. Yeah. Spitting. I need to put a disclaimer that I'm joking. This was a joke. I don't actually like this scat-like stuff. Or spade-like stuff, I should say. I got pressure in my face too! It might have been here where I was growing frustrated with myself. I felt like that I had been playing for days and that I was getting nowhere. There's a birdie. Hello. Is that a bird feeder? Hello. I was still slurring notes, and I still couldn't remember certain positions. Okay. The steps to play certain notes were not there. I knew I had to get the basics down, but that didn't make the process any less aggravating. Oh yeah, it's so hot in my room. Or strenuous. Sorry. Like I said before, in the last few sessions, I was dabbling in trying to learn a song on the harmonica. Admittedly, it was probably a big leap, Knowing the notes that I had to play in my head, but not nailing it in its execution, was starting to become more tedious and infuriating. It even got to the point where I had to skip through footage because I didn't want to see how angry I had become during these sessions. I didn't want to look at how I reacted when I got legitimately angry. I didn't say anything bad, admittedly, in this footage, thankfully. I just looked haggard and aggravated. And viewing it in an out-of-body way is very humbling. Because I could go, oh geez, is that me? Did I do that? I can use that as ammunition to not do that in the future, or to channel that anger and frustration in a more productive and healthy way. Maybe that'll last. Despite my frustration, a part of me knew that was fine, because I hold myself to a certain standard of dedication. I knew that the chromatic harmonica would be an instrument that I would play for the rest of my life, so I was extremely passionate about learning this. Another possible main contributor to my volatile emotions could have been the fact that it was extremely hot in my room.
Everyone in McKinney is dead.
With the air conditioner on, it would have been extremely loud, so I tried to prioritize the audio quality, which... It's like you can still hear me.
All right, man. That's it. This is the third time I told you to sit your ass down.
Also, I quickly gave up on that notion, and I had the air conditioner on for the rest of the other sessions.
God damn it.
It didn't mitigate my patience, though. And it's worked out for me. I'm still editing this video after 2 months. Sorry, everyone. I'm still playing and learning this thing, and I found that I sound significantly better than I had from these past sessions. I have more dexterity, and I'm relegated to certain notes as I'm not yet comfortable with soloing on this thing. But eventually, because this thing I will play for the rest of my life.
I'm back from Colorado. Oh my god. Oh my god, I miss Colorado. It's so hot in my room! Ow. Oh my god, my scar. I mentioned it earlier, but I got frustrated by day too! I was still impatient and angry during this day, but you can't blame me. There was a massive heat wave across my area for 2 whole weeks. My AC couldn't counteract it, and I wasn't prepared to take extreme drastic measures like drink an iced drink every once in a while. That would be so stupid. I did do that, actually. Do you know how many dead wasps I found in my room? Come on, I'm gonna show you. Come on, right here. Look, I came back. Look at all this! I found 4 dead wasps in my room. There's another dead one by the windowsill, right over here. And there's even... This lack of narrative has all led up to this moment. My countless hours of screaming, smacking, and, with lips, all led up to a showcase of the capabilities of the indomitable human spirit when pushed to its absolute limits. It's like going to the slots in Atlantic City without a Bud Light, or 5 seconds without mug root beer. You'd probably be dead. Or you'd make it. All of my tears and pain and screaming at my hands and mouth to play what I wanted to play was done to showcase what will happen if, instead of dreaming of your dreams, you just go and do it. Let your body move on its own. Sometimes, the motivation comes to you when you're already doing it. and not from the anticipation. Get out there and show people the legacy you want to create. Reach for the stars. Reach for Mars. Reach for your dreams. Reach for the officer's gun sitting in its holster on their waist. Reach for your life! Yeah, let's go everybody. Can we give it up for the crowd? Can we give it up for you guys?
There, in the back. Yes, you. And you too. And you. Yes, you too. Yes, you. Why do you all look like me? I'm so scared. I'm starting to get scared. Why do you all look like me?
Nope, hold on a minute. Not you.
What did I do?
Not you, though.
What did I do? I did nothing wrong. I look no different from the other people in the
No,
audience.
no, I don't want to hear it. I don't care. Fuck you. And now, ladies, with gentle hands. Before we get onto the performance, I just wanted to inform the audience that I will only be performing Isn't She Lovely on the chromatic harmonica with a backing band, because I couldn't find any royalty-free instrumental version of Easy Goin' Evening on YouTube or the internet. And regardless, YouTube's copyright system could just take over just because. Regardless, I just wanted to thank M-Fly Music for your instrumental backing cover of Isn't She Lovely. Now, let's get on to the performance. Oh god, that wasn't a bit.